It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Siren Craft Brew, and this is a can of the Castilian Lemon and Honey Cheesecake Juicy Sour IPA, coming in at 6.2% ABV in a 440 milliliter can. Look at that. For that 6.2% ABV, the beer comes in at £3 in Morrisons. Can you believe that? I mean, hopefully, fingers crossed, is a cracking beer. Without further ado, gonna get this one out into a glass, see what we get. You've probably heard this a couple of times before with these Morrisons beers as of end of October 2021, November 2021. I have been to Leeds. So Morrisons have launched some regional beers into their northern supermarkets, which us people down south, me in South Wales, have found it really hard to get hold of. But I was up in Leeds visiting a lovely brewery, and I thought to myself, whilst I'm there, I might as well pop into Morrisons. And I'm really glad I did, because I've had a couple of crackers so far. This is the third beer. We did the California Pale Ale by North Brewing Company, and we did a Siren, not the Soundwave, Ground Wave IPA. I think it was called Ground Wave. We'll grab it in a bit. That was a pretty decent kind of pale ale. So we've got a 2-finger white head on this one, amber in the colour, very slow moving carbonation rising up the side of the glass. You can see the really small bubbles sliding up the side. You have some sediment as well in the bottom of the glass here. Oof, come on camera. There's a little bit of sediment there in the bottom of the glass. It's not liking that one bit, is it? There we are, we're back. As you roll the beer onto the glass, you can see that carbonation rolling on. We'll be able to give you a better example of that now in a moment, really kind of swirling it around. But it looks very good. Looks very good. Let's get that aroma. I understand this Castilla is in Spain. Oh wow. Yeah, lemon. Loads of lemon. Castilian lemons. And a touch of honey, but the predominant flavour on this one is definitely honey. Sorry, lemon. Definitely lemon, not honey, lemon. The pieces of the jigsaw of this beer are starting to kind of come into my head now. Not a lot of expensive hops have gone into this beer, hence they've been able to put it into Morrisons for £3 a can, for 6.2% ABV. It's one of those kind of adjunct forward beers. Let's dive into this one. Cheers everybody. Oh. It has a slight sour kick to it. Kind of just made me kind of like shuffle the old shoulders there. It's a lovely beer. I'll tell you what you get first. You get a big kind of smashing lemon flavour coming through. There's some of that sweet honey coming through. But then you're left, as with every brilliant sour beer, you're left with the flavour of a slight wafer-like, biscuit-like malt flavour that just rolls and rolls and rolls on the palate. What happens with the sour beer is that all of that sour flavour hits you in one big fast burst. It's woomph in your face, and as fast as that sour flavour hits you, It dissipates away. It goes as quickly as it hits you, it's gone again. But you're left with a kind of raw bones of the beer then, the real backbone of the beer, which is of course the malt. So that's what I really like about sour beer. It's probably my favourite part about a sour beer, is the fact that you can really unlock and unpick every piece of the beer, because you're stripping it apart, you're stripping everything away. You get a real sense of that maltiness coming through. It's got a cloudy lemonade feel to it. My best example of the lemon certainly is that sharpness, that full-on taste of a bottle of cloudy lemonade. That's where I would go with this. They've been very clever. They've called it IPA. I think it's a bit of a stretch. Sour IPA is more kind of sharpness from the lemon, sweetness from the honey, nice malt taste. It's a lovely beer. It's a lovely, lovely beer. Don't get me wrong. It's just that I don't know why they put the words IPA on the can. Maybe they thought they could call it just a juicy sour, which would have been probably perfect. But because it was going into the supermarket, and because everybody in the supermarket who are new to beer and are new to IPAs, they see the word IPA, they buy it without a complete understanding of what they're drinking. So I think that was the reason why they put the word IPA on the side of the can. It's not really that hoppy at all. It's all lemon and honey flavour. It's like a cloudy lemonade sour beer at 6.2% ABV. Description then: Castilian lemon juice and zest combined with a trio of punchy New World hops in this dessert-inspired IPA. Our citrus sympathy layers upon a beautiful biscuity malt base. It certainly does, with drizzles of indulgent honey sweetness and a sprinkling of sea salt. The beer has a refreshing sourness and drinks with a smooth, creamy mouthfeel. So the very fact that they've mentioned the hops in here, the New World hops, the very fact that they've put sea salt on the back of the can could very much put off a potential newbie to craft beer. He might think, well, sea salt in the beer, wow, I'm not really fancying that too much. I think they should have backed away from IPA, and they should have tried to explain maybe a little bit about sour beer on the back of the can. Like a goza, a salty goza, where they naturally kind of add a little bit. If you're a British brewery, you're going to add a little bit of natural sea salt to the beer to get that goza style, that natural kind of salty taste that's in the beer. I like it. I really like it. I understand, of course. I understand, and probably a lot of you guys understand why they've decided to put the word IPA on this can, because it's in vogue, isn't it? IPA, it's in vogue, it's in the supermarket, it's an easy sell. If you're a really experienced craft drinker at this point, you've been drinking craft beers for years and years and years, then take this as a lemon sour. A cloudy lemonade sour. That would be my best description for the beer. I like it. I like it enough to give it, for the £3 price point for 6.2% ABV, I can understand why lots of people will enjoy this. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a 7 out of 10. It's a 7 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.